Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we're going to be taking a look at Crazy's Dodger 4x4. Now, this truck, as of the time of recording this video, literally was released and then almost immediately after that dropped onto the console mod browser. So, if you guys are on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, literally whatever platform, you guys can check this truck out on your mod browser literally right now. Now, obviously, it's based on a Ram 1500, and we're going to be going through the customization, we're going to be going through the build options, but what's interesting to me is the fact that it literally starts off on boggers. Like, it literally gives the truck to you right out of the gate on boggers. So we're going to go ahead and fire it up, get it into the garage, and go through the customization a little bit, and then see what we can do with it. Also, it's kind of interesting, but the bed actually has the little Ram box option that the newer 1500s have in real life. That's really cool. It's interesting. I don't know if the sound is, I don't know if it's fully coming across to you guys how loud it is, but, like, when I fired it up, it was pretty loud. I mean, like, at least in-game, it was pretty loud. Alright, so let's go ahead and go through the customization options. Now, the basic engine actually starts with an S plus power to weight, but you can go down to a vanilla game engine, which takes you down to A plus if you want it to perform like a stock truck, or you can do a towing-based engine or the Hellcat OP engine. So I'm thinking that we're gonna go, I mean, based on what this truck is, and based on what I feel a lot of people would want to do with it, we'll definitely be trying that one out a little bit later, but I think for now we're going to stick with the off-road one. Now, as far as gearboxes go, we have the vanilla gearbox, which comes standard. Then we have the standard gearbox, the sport gearbox, and the crawler gearbox. So I think we'll go with the sport gearbox, and then obviously we'll try the more powerful engine a little bit later on down the road. Now, suspension-wise, this is where it's going to get interesting. So we have the default off-road, we have the high off-road, we have the active flex crawler, then we have the towing specifically designed for a gooseneck setup, then we have the unbreakable off-road, and then the unbreakable crawler. So I think what we'll do is we'll do the unbreakable crawler for this build. And actually, wait a minute. So it actually starts on a 43, the Super Delta Bogger, and then if you start way back at the beginning of the list, you have the generic off-road, and you have that in 38, 40, and 43. Then you have the sports set, which, oh my god, I am not going to be running those. Holy crap. Then you have these Mickey Thompson Baja Claws, which are in 33, 37, and 39. Then you have these guys, which have a very interesting wheel to go with them, that's for sure. And then back to the sports set again. Then you have the Super Delta Boggers, and you can go up to a 46 in those, which is properly huge. Then you have the road set, which once again, those are like extremely low profile. Those would debead very quickly. Then you have these guys, which we actually saw on one of his previous vehicle builds with a 4x4 and a 6x6 variation. And they are good tires, and especially if you want a little bit more of like maybe a full-on like agricultural tire or a mud tire or something like that, you could run these. Now, let's see. I do want to see if, oh, he does have actually like a monster OP set of the same tire. And then, of course, if you want to take this thing into an icy or snowy environment, you do have your studded tires as an option as well. So I think what we're going to go with, right off the bat, I think we'll start with, before we go with those like crazy wide tires, I think I want to try these, the 46-inch Super Boggers. And then we're going to go with the offline OP winch, and we will do the engageable diff lock. We'll get our, we'll get our tall front-facing snorkel on there, just so we don't have to deal with it. There is a gooseneck hitch in the back, in case you want to tow gooseneck trailers. And rooftop-wise, we've got, flasher bar and blue flasher bar. I'm guessing that one literally just changes the actual flashing lights to blue. And you do have some stripes if that's something that you want to go with. I don't think we're going to be doing stripes on this particular truck, but if you do want to go that route, the option is there and available for you. Those steps are gigantic. I don't know if they have to be that big. I mean, those are some of the largest steps I've ever seen on any truck. Those are absolutely massive. We've got a kind of a commercial grade fuel tank you can throw in the back if you want. A roll cage, and yes, you can put a wing on the back. you know, if you're gonna be racing it, which you might be racing it at, like, say for example, Super Truck Stadium or Stadium Super Trucks. I always get it wrong because the way you think it's supposed to be said is not the way it's worded in the map title. All right, so bumpers wise, you have front bumper 2, bumper 3, and then standard front bumper 1. I like this one. It doesn't fully, like, wrap around the front of the body, but what it does do is it does get the kind of the front bumper out of the way so the tires don't rub on it, which I kind of like. You have the caged beacon up top. You have a searchlight, which that I'm not going to run. And I'm going to run the stock bumper in the back, I think. You have the roof rack, which we could do. I'm not going to throw the roof rack on there personally. You have gigantic fender flares if you want to go that route. These tires, you only have a steel wheel option, but obviously, depending on what wheel and tire combo you select, you'll have various wheels to choose from in there. And, oh, whoa, holy crap. These are almost chrome. Like, these are so, like, these color combinations are so shiny that they're basically chrome. That's like a chrome green. That's super different. I really want to know what these look like out in the light, because I've got to, like, they've got to be, you know, super, super shiny outside. Let's see. Every time I've gone over, like, one of these that says it's red, it's not red. And you do have some matte colors as well, but I want to see what one of these really shiny colors looks like outside. Like, let's say, for example, that dark blue. And we'll throw beans on the dash. See that? Whoa! Okay, so the shiny dark blue actually looks really good outside. It's super dark inside, but it looks really good once you get it out here. Let's actually take it over to the flex ramp and see. Oh, God. All right. Yeah, I can already tell you this suspension is going to be extremely flexible. Let's see how high it goes. You know, actually, that's not too bad. I was kind of concerned that it was going to go, like, ridiculously high, but that's not all that bad, actually. All right, let's see how it does on the initial flex ramp right here. Even in high mode, there is so much flex in that suspension. It is gnarly. Like, it's absolutely gnarly how much flex there is in that suspension. You could definitely take this thing down some crawler trails and not run out of flex anytime soon. That's for dang sure. All right, let's go into the interior view. This is actually... Whoa! Well, this is interesting. It's actually a little bit more detailed than I was expecting, especially considering the fact that when you look in from the outside, it's a little bit like there are things that are flickering. But, like, Beans sits on the dash where he should, and you've got that gigantic screen that you get in a lot of the newer Ram 1500s, depending on what package you get. And this thing is actually, so far, it's been really fun to drive. I definitely think that depending on how you want to set it up, this could be kind of your gateway to either a kind of a vanilla game style Dodge Ram or a, you know, over-the-top wild Dodge Ram. Now, in terms of Dodge Rams, you do have Lime's TRX, aka Lime's, oh god, I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, but you guys know exactly the one I'm talking about. Whoa! Wait a minute. The axle, oh my god. The axle does really weird stuff. The axle in the back disconnects from the hubs. What? Whoa! Why is the rear axle disconnecting from the hubs? Is it doing that to try to keep the truck level? Because the front axle doesn't do that. Yeah, the front axle doesn't do that, but the rear axle is constantly, like, swaying side to side underneath the truck, and it's like the hubs are just Bluetooth to it. It's like the hubs aren't even there. They're just kind of like, whatever, no big deal. All right, let's go and make our way. Wait a minute. Is that steering arm? Okay, no, it is connected to something. Or maybe, no, it's not. I think it's just there. I think it's just there. And that's not me, like, picking at the mod. I really do enjoy this truck. I've been having a lot of fun with it. But, like, those were a couple of things where I was like, wait, what's that? Like, what's going on? All right, let me get this guy up top. And let's see how it does in some rocks. Now, I definitely feel it. Whoa, that rear axle is doing weird stuff. Now, I'm sure that that's something he could maybe, maybe change in a future update, but that is so weird, and I didn't notice it until just now. I was like, what in the heck is going on with that axle? But I do have to say, in terms of the actual, like, flex, I mean, the flex is great, but, like, that rear axle is, like, suspended in its own, you know, its own degree of the space and time continuum back there. It is, like, it is along for the ride. Whoa! The rear axle will be like, where are we going today? Truck be like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Wow, I cannot believe I walked that back down on the front axle like that, though. I cannot believe I saved that and just walked it back down. What the heck? That's amazing. All right, now we're going to go ahead and see what this thing is like on the boggers in the mud. So we're in high. Whoa, that's actually properly quick. All right, first mud pit. Come on. From first mud lane, I should say. If I could keep it upright. Good Lord. All right. Well, that's both kind of a good and sketch situation because I don't think I've ever rolled over a vehicle on the way into one of the mud, like the mud testing lanes. That's pretty impressive, actually. The fact that I was able to do that. All right, second mud lane definitely bogs it out in high, but that's okay. That's okay. I fully expected it to do that, and if you let it go back to first gear, it completely sorts itself out, and it's fine. So let me repair it real quick. Got that done. And I'm also going to change up the time so it's not, like, constantly raining. Although, I don't know if I want it completely bright and sunny either. Let's see. That's fine, I guess. I guess that's fine. Okay, well, all right. I'm like, all right, I guess that'll work. I guess that's good. Now, I do want to go ahead and swap out the engine, though, because I did promise you guys that we would try out the Insane engine. Now, we've switched to it, I think, and it's about time to send this thing into oblivion. So let's back it up a little bit. Let's face it this way. And... oh, God. Whoa! That's... okay. Yeah, the OP engine is very OP, but it's a lot of fun! We end up with wheel damage on that one. Whoa! Okay. Oh, I cannot believe I say that. Once again, like, the center of gravity on this thing is awesome. The center of gravity is, like, freaking legit. I'm just like, wow. There are so many situations that I've pulled this thing out of already that I am not, like, I did not expect to pull myself out of. That was just bad. That was just terrible. Let me see if I can... oh, it was already in high mode. Okay, never mind. I was like, am I in high mode on the suspension? Or I was like, I need to put it in high mode on the suspension. I was like, oh, never mind. I'm already there. I'm already there, and I'm just being a Hammond. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I definitely wouldn't say that, like, this is a realistic way to do this, but when you have this much power, I mean, you don't necessarily have to be realistic with it when you have this much power, so, whoop, there we go. How bright are the lights? They're not ultra bright, but they're definitely bright enough to get the job done. All right, now it's time. Now it's time to swap out the tires one more time and then head to the bridge jump. And I'm thinking, yep. Wait, let's see. Monster tire. Oh, these are the OP ones. Okay, I was like, are these the OP monster tires or are these the not so OP monster tires? These are the OP monster tires. They'll get the job done. Come on. Oh, God, they are terrible on pavement, though. They are absolutely, like, ridiculously awful on pavement. And that's fine, but I'm just like, ooh. They literally become ice skates when you get on pavement. And I mean, it's bad. Now, that's not the truck's fault. That's just something to do with the game's physics engine. But, like, man, when you get these things on pavement, they literally become ice skates. And you're not, you're very much so along for the ride at that point. Come on. All right, easy, and 3, 2, 1, full send. I'm gonna have to go into interior view and then switch back. That looks like it's top gear. Not bad. Like, genuinely, truly not bad. I kind of felt like it was gonna do a little bit worse than that. I was like, it's probably gonna nosedive, but actually, it stayed pretty dang level. Now, at this point, it's gonna be an interesting journey of recovering the thing, because we are kind of sandwiched between some trees, but I'll take care of that off camera. And with all of that being said and done, hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to let me know any thoughts and opinions you guys may have on this truck in the comment section down below. And if you're new to the channel and would like to see more, make sure to subscribe and turn those notifications on, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.